Once upon a time, two men decided if they were making the cut. And then they made the cut. And now JT and Aaron are talking everything from wrestling to pop culture and beyond. Because it's no holds barred.
Will you back down, turn and run? Or stand up with the best? When your back's to the wall, what will your answer be? Will you run for the door? Will you run out on me like it's hard?
It's fucking no hold barred.
Are we ever going to talk about pop culture and beyond again?
I wanted to pop my fucking brain out doing that November Build-A-Card last month.
Why are we doing
For the
this to
culture.
ourselves? I don't understand.
And actually, I'll say this. Maybe my expectations were like so low that it was going to be a real disaster. I think we did okay with it. Not
I think
going
we
to
did
lie.
fine.
Yeah, I think we survived. We're survivors.
Speaking of disaster,
will
nice
survive.
sweater.
Thanks. They've turned it around. We're doing okay.
You know, it's funny. I read this meme the other day, and it made me think
don't
you
care.
right away because it was like when kids are like 6, when boys are 6, they choose a sports team, and it makes them miserable for the rest of their lives.
I'd say that's probably the case for almost every fan, right?
Yeah.
Like, I guess like Pats fans that became fans in like 01 are probably the only one that really have had like enough success to say you're not miserable. Like as a Yankee fan, I wasn't miserable for a while, but now it's been dog shit for a while. So it's like,
Right, but you always have that to fall back on. Like then there's
Right.
these fans who are clearly fans of the teams because they win all the time. Like
but
someone
no one
from
really
like,
wins all the time anymore. I mean,
I
even if
guess.
you're, I guess, unless you're like a young Chiefs fan right now, like you could say that, but they're not going to be that forever. Like no one's ever going to have their whole life be, unless you grew up in like the 50s and 60s as a Celtics fan or something. Like no one's going to have decades of their
Well,
whole
I mean,
life being dominant championships.
If you were a Montreal Canadiens fan born in 1950, like you had it pretty good.
If you're a kid who grew up anytime after the 70s, you're not having a run like that.
No.
I'd say the
No, I mean-
Yankees in the 90s and the Pats the last like 20 years are the best. But even the Pats, I mean, they're garbage now. So like, unless you literally were, you know, like 8 years old in 2000 and then died 2020.
There's
died of
people
COVID.
that do that. People are
yeah.
murdered. People are beheaded.
Yeah.
Stuff's going on, you know? Stuff is going on.
It's a lot of things. A lot of
Also, what's
implications.
going on is our project we've been working on for quite a while now.
It's we're here 3 times a month doing this project. We're going through every WWE World Title change ever. We're ranking them in a series of categories and breaking them down. Those categories you can see on the screen if you're watching on YouTube. Of course, This is simulcast with video and audio. But Aaron, do you want to read them off for those just listening?
Yeah, for sure. For listeners, 5 categories are match quality, significance, the moment, build, and aftermath. There are 2 of us. We each give those 5 categories a score out of 10, which gives us a nice round score out of 100. And going into this project, you would expect that the great matches to be dominating this thing, but that is not what's has borne out so far.
No, because it's, I mean, a great match is 1/5 of the grade. It's similar to like another show we do on No South Connection, WWE War, where we factor in all these pieces to pay-per-views that make the ones you would think would be the all-time classics not, the ones that you wouldn't expect are, because we focus on stuff like moments and atmosphere and like build, and that's the same as this, right? We're focusing on all these different aspects of a match.
Yeah.
So tonight we have an interesting one. We have Judgment Day 2000. It's an Iron Man match.
And we're not watching the whole thing. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, Triple H and The Rock. Rock is the world champion. Normally we live watch the entire match on the show, but this is obviously we're not going to do an hour live watch. So we're picking it up with 19 minutes and 16 seconds remaining.
16? Christ.
That's where I'm at. Triple H is up 3-2 on The Rock. The Rock just got his second fall
off a
with
DDT.
Yeah. So this is where we're going to pick things up. So that's your timestamp ostensibly. I don't know. I'm not going to hit the button on the cock, but it's right around there. If you just look for it, it's on the screen. 19 minutes, 16 seconds.
And the score is 3-2. I love when they actually have the scoreboard. What the hell was I watching? Might have been a TNA Iron Man match or something where like no one ever told us what was happening.
Yeah. Well, even this one, it's not up the whole time. So I had to buzz around and look for it. Okay, let's start. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, play. Now, were you a doubter coming into this? Because there was a lot of people that doubted that these guys could have a great Iron Man match.
No, I don't think I was. I also didn't watch it live. Okay, now before I even talk about that, we got to talk about Shawn Michaels' left pins. Like, I mean, what is happening there? Like, I get sometimes he wears the shorts that are too tight, but the shirt untucked, it looks like he's wearing no pants.
It does. It does. I like him as ref here, though. I think it does add to something. Like, you need, for this kind of match, you need something else cooking. You know, and he's been in an Iron Man before. He's got ties to these guys.
Well, he fucked over Rock at
yeah.
the first SmackDown, right?
Yep. And him and Triple H are boys. So there's obviously a past with them that makes him a good referee choice.
Yeah.
We talked about this feud a lot at Backlash and where each guy is at this point,
Right.
how they're both, you know, pretty much established as the guys now through this year. So they have a pretty lengthy little series here. It's 3 pay-per-views, really 4 actually, because Mania and King of the Ring are multi-man, but they bookend the 2 singles matches. We like the Backlash one quite a bit. That was with Steve Austin's return.
That's right.
And there's another return on this one.
Yes, that's coming up.
And that one was rumored because he's like kind of, they do the creepy videos. He's back,
Right.
he's coming or whatever. And, you know, the imagery, like you kind of knew that return was coming at some point in the show.
So Michaels just stopped Undertaker from hitting, not Undertaker. Oh, spoiler alert.
You blew it!
Michaels just stopped Triple H from hitting Rock with a chair, but why would he do that? Why wouldn't he just disqualify him?
He wants to keep it clean.
But it would have been clean with a DQ.
Wants to keep it clean.
Yeah.
The crowd for this match and this whole show is fantastic. Great Louisville crowd. And I think this match just shows you the magic of this era. Like, the crowd is so into both of these guys. It's a blend of a main event brawl. And what I really like about it is, I believe it's only, is it the second Iron Man? I don't think we've had another one since 12, right?
It is.
So I like that they go the exact opposite direction.
Yeah.
12 had no falls. This one ends up with 11.
I think, you know what's funny is you asked me off the top, like if I was a doubter, I think I was looking forward to this one more because it wasn't Brett and Shawn.
Right.
Like at the time, I didn't hate the Iron Man match, but I remember not loving it. Even younger. And this, I was like, oh, this could be interesting at least.
Well, when you look at 2 pieces, right? Like, for all the poo-pooing of Triple H, at this point of his career, he's fairly selfless or willing to do business, right? Like, he's not a guy that was like, you had to beat everyone at this point.
No,
And
like
then,
the first him not doing business is later in this year
right.
with Angle.
So this is great. He just crushes Rock with a chair for a DQ. But
Yeah.
he's clearly doing it to incapacitate Rock. And Shawn, is this ridiculous right here?
Oh, it's so stupid. He tucked the shirt in, please.
It's like a fat kid going in the pool.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that they have the score on the hockey scoreboard in the background.
Yes. So it's now amazing. 3-3 with 16 minutes. But Triple H, I love this. Just covers them.
Yeah.
It makes it 4-3. So he gets the pin back, and he's also injured Rock with the chair.
Does he pin him again right away?
I think he may, actually.
I think he pins him again right away.
Triple H, I mean, Rock is bleeding now.
Oh, yeah. Rock doesn't bleed that much, so it's cool when it happens.
This is so good. Because, again, so I want to get back to my point. They're both selfless, so you know that they're okay giving pins.
Yeah.
And it's the Attitude Era, where everyone's fucking pinned constantly, and there's a million falls and title changes, and everyone's equal. And these guys have been portrayed as equal their entire careers. 97 when Rocky beats him for the title. It's an upset, but it's like, okay, he beat him clean.
Now they're not equal. Rock is 1,000 times better, but go on.
They're presented as equals in the construct of the WWF.
Yes.
So in 98, they're coming up together in the IC title picture. And we talked about it last time. Yes, Rock is always a little ahead, but in 99, they're both on the precipice of being world title contenders. And in 2000, they're the top heel and the top face. So they are being presented as equals. So like, they're equals, like Cousin Jeffrey and his professor. So they're equals, and they're willing to do business. And it's an era where pins happen like crazy. So this was a good recipe for an Iron Man with a lot of fucking action.
And Shawn Michaels has no pants.
Correct. Which is the most offensive part of this. So to me, like, I'm trying to think, is this the Iron Man? I don't know every Iron Man ever, but is it the one with the most falls ever?
I think so.
Like, I don't know what Brock Kurt.
It's like 3-2, bro. It's lower than this. This is 6-5, I think, the final, right?
Yep. And how about Benoit Triple H? I don't think that's 6-5.
I don't remember that one at all.
Cena Orton, there was a lot in that one.
I don't want to think about that one. Is there title? Tell me the title doesn't change hands in that one.
Cena
Please.
Orton.
I hate that match.
What show is that? Is that
It's an 09.
yeah, but which one?
Is it bragging rights?
Or is it what's the other stupid one?
They're all
Breaking Point? Let me see. So Brett, yeah, 6-5, same score. So there you go, tied.
the crowd is
Tied for
booing
the-
like crazy. Ah, fuck.
For Triple H. Yeah, they're so into Rock here. I mean, the Rock can't bleed. He's already dry.
I know.
Take some aspirin, dude.
Blood is too thick. Bull blood running through his veins.
Samoan blood runs hot.
I think WCW had the Iron Man match right at 30 minutes.
Mm.
Not that I dislike the 60-minute ones, but I find all the 30-minute ones from WCW all just click better for some reason for me.
Do you like Dolph and Rollins at 30?
I prefer it. I don't want them going 60.
Yeah. I like this one at 60. Because I think they actually do a good job of keeping it exciting the entire time. And they had already really done a 30-minute, right? Because don't they do that 30-minute draw that's like a best of 3 or whatever?
Yes.
It was basically like a 30-minute Iron Man.
They have to change that camera angle where Sean's balls are just going into the frame. Like this happened again. He's into the frame with his nuts.
It's fantastic.
I'm sure Vince is get him out of there. Get that.
Oh yeah, so here you go. He puts him out with the sleeper.
Out of there. Oh, he choked him out with a sleeper. Was he doing the sleeper like in a bunch of matches to set this up?
No, that's 03. He does it later.
Oh, okay.
But I like this. I really like the way they're doing this. Like it's a smart booked match. It's like he hits him with the chair, pins him, then he just breaks him down with a sleeper, passes out. He's racking up wins. Around. Yeah, it's really well.
I don't feel comfortable shoving someone around who's not wearing pants. Like I wouldn't want to fight a naked.
That's a good
thing. I wouldn't want to fight a naked guy because I feel the naked guy is just insane and he might be slippery.
Like the fight in Borat.
Yes.
Is that the hardest you ever laughed in the theater?
No, the hardest I ever laughed in the theater was when Ron Burgundy was in the phone booth screaming when the dog got kicked off the bridge. When he was screaming, I was screaming.
I think mine was that Borat scene. I was in fucking tears when they go to that conference and he's naked and they're fucking chasing him around.
Yes.
I feel like the first hangover.
That and at the beginning when the egg hatches at the beginning in the parade.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, I'm like, come on. This is
that might be one of the most consistent I've ever laughed. Like the entire movie. It's probably the most I laughed at a movie in the theater with Borat, the first Borat.
You tell me you've watched the show.
Yeah, I had seen it,
okay.
but the movie was like next level in that setting. The first Hangover was up there, like the Mike Tyson stuff.
The
song and the end where they do the still pictures.
Yes.
With You Spin Me Right Round playing. It's like
right?
Yeah, they got him with Tyson with the tiger and all that shit.
Yeah.
Or whatever the frig it was. Those are probably the two off the top of my head I think I laughed at the most.
Yeah, me it's Anchorman.
Old School. Oh, Old School when they sing Turn Around at the beginning, the Dan Band.
Okay. I fucking need you tonight. I would throw, and this is an obscure one, Death to Smoochie, which I killed me for the whole film. And I was the only person in the theater and one of the only ones laughing.
How about Dead Man on Campus? Do you like that one?
I've never seen it. All right, here's our pop culture and beyond.
All right, I'm gonna bring back. I've been wanting to bring back at the movies. We're gonna live watch Dead Man on Campus together.
Sure.
It's a good movie.
Okay.
It's dark. It's a dark comedy, which I think will be up your alley.
Have you seen Death to Smoochie?
I feel like I saw it like a long time ago.
Because that's fucking dark too.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I've seen it.
Double header. We're down to 10 minutes left. It's still 5. It's now 5-3.
Yep. And the crowd is rabid.
Yeah. Because at this point, 10 minutes left, you're not thinking Rock's winning.
He needs 3 falls to retain this title.
Yeah.
Do you like the popcorning of the title during this whole stretch?
I don't not like it.
Right. So Triple H wins it at that Raw, loses it at Backlash, wins it here, loses it back at King of the Ring.
It's such it's like a pro and a con, because on one hand, it's like, oh, anything can happen.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, if it's changing every week,
But I
where's the
think
value
because
in it?
they're not. I think because they're not popping it around to random dudes, and it's these two best guys again that are presented as dead even.
Yeah.
And there's a little chicanery each time, which is fine. And I don't think Rock is a guy that needs a long reign. I
He's like
never thought
Austin.
Austin was either. Yeah, they don't need that long reign. Like him having the belt from June to October is like enough.
They're both much better suited for the chase.
Yeah.
I would say Rock is better suited for the long reign than Austin. Austin is just a chase guy, I find.
Well, the best time Austin was a reign guy was 01 when he was a heel.
He was a heel. Like it's not like Hogan, who it's like, oh, we're feeding monsters against him, and
Right.
it's just, you know.
I think Hogan and Brett are the two best long-term kind of face champion guys, because Brett, you can do the fighting champion taking on all comers.
Yeah.
He doesn't need the chase per se. He's just the best, right? Who can take him
Yeah.
down. Hogan, the greatest professional athlete in the world today, right? Like, so,
Right.
and then, I mean, Shawn, but even
Shawn would
he
be
was
there.
better chasing, I think, a little bit. I mean, he's a little bit like Brett fighting all comers, but
That's, yeah, as a face. I wish we would have gotten like an extended Shawn heel run as champion,
yeah, we really get screwed by that injury.
because
Although he would have
he's-
lost at Mania anyway.
Yeah, but he's the Flair, right? In theory,
Yeah.
like the guy anybody can beat but never does.
Well, I know we've done what ifs. Shawn never got hurt. Like Shawn in the Evolution role as your Flair instead of Triple H.
Oh, maybe Triple H is just gone.
Maybe he blows his back. Maybe China blows his back out.
about
Rock is bleeding again, so they ripped the cut back open here.
I guess. A lot of black everywhere. It's
the Attitude Era.
Yeah,
Black trunks, black boots, black underwear for Shawn.
black hair, black camera guys. Yeah.
Jim Dawson.
Now we're down to
what a
six.
fucking
We're down to
prick.
6 minutes 30 seconds now, or sorry, 6 minutes 45 seconds, and it's still 5-3. Like,
Yeah.
this is in the realm of miracle comeback here.
Yeah, he's pouring it on too. He's doing all he can.
Yeah,
to fight back.
and it goes to show how much they can do in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
you think
crazy,
5
right?
minutes is not a lot of time, but they're about to do 3 falls within
You think
5
Triple H
minutes.
would realize that and not have to make every match? God, thank God Bad
Marathon.
Blood 03 is not 04 is not a title change.
Oh, which one? Is that's Nash?
That's a
right?
sell.
Oh,
No,
that's Michaels. Yeah,
I don't mind the Nash one.
that's
as
just
much.
because you like that stupid song. That's the only reason you like it.
Head strong, take you on.
6 minutes. Shawn still has no pants. Why?
You
Why
know-
did no one say anything to him? Did no one be like, "Hey,
He
buddy,
doesn't
tuck
care.
it"?
He's Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
He's still a cokehead at this point.
Yeah, but we got to watch this shit. That's the thing. We have to watch it, right?
He's still pilled out. Doesn't care. We're in his final month of commissionary role here.
Does he get beat up or something?
No, he hands it off
Oh, to
after
Foley?
King of the Ring. Yeah, he gives it to Foley.
Right.
Vince goes home to be a jackhammer with Linda, and then Foley. I was at that Raw. It's the night after King of the Ring.
So he goes home to Linda to be a jackhammer, and then comes back later in the year and wants a divorce. What happened in that?
She was as good as he hoped.
A divorce.
I guess he jackhammered her enough, and he's like, "All right, I'm done."
When was the last time he had sex with her? If you had to guess a year.
2000.
I don't even think it happened then.
Yeah, probably not. All right, we're at 5 minutes, and Triple
for
H is
sure-
in control.
Yeah, he for sure defiles her too. There's no love in that lovemaking.
No.
He called his boat the sexy bitch. Like, imagine what he says to her.
Bend over, bitch.
Lawler is all in gold. Like, his pants are gold, his jacket's gold.
He definitely has a gold thong on.
100%. A gold cock ring.
Oh my God, what a great bump. That table did not break.
Nope.
Triple H bounces off. The crowd is losing their shit.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels like, guys, you don't have a lot of time. That's why he's running over
You
there.
got 4 minutes, buddy. 4 minutes.
Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
I cannot believe how many years they had poor fat Jim Ross and his bad back sitting in that little folding chair for 3.5 hours a night.
Yeah. What if you had to go to the bathroom? You have to run? Just pee in
I
a
just
cup?
think you got to hold it.
There's no way I'd be able to pee in front of all these people. Like
No, they're holding it. They hold it the whole show.
another person comes into the bathroom, I'm already struggling.
Triple H
10,000 people.
sliced open at 4 minutes. He's counted out. So there you go. 5-4.
Oh, okay. And I don't mind them using the cheap finishes like this.
No, it's great because they're
Yeah.
just beating the shit out of each other after an hour.
Mm.
I love this booking.
And now Triple H is showing us how to bleed.
This honestly I want to go back and rewatch this.
Oh, here comes Steph, Vince, Shane, but especially Steph.
So they're all united now. We're at the full corporation powers here.
Linda's not with them though, right?
No.
320.
Yeah, we still got 2 falls to go.
Yeah. Love how pissed Vince is that like
We're also about to get the greatest moment of all time with the Vince walk.
the stumble into the chokeslam. I can't wait to see what song they put here in place of American Badass.
Oh God, it's probably rolling.
Or you're gonna pay.
I mean, not rolling. Yeah, you're gonna pay, which sucks. Because the gong into American Badass was such a oh, this is awesome.
So I was driving the car today, and in my van, my plug for my my phone doesn't work. So I have only old CDs that I made in the 2000s, and American Badass played. And my kids are like, "Is this a wrestling song?" And I was like,
Yes.
One time, yes, for a little while."
It's such a good and you don't expect that change. Like I think the rumors were there that he was coming back in this biker gimmick because he was going that way anyway in '99.
Yeah.
Vince
Vince
that's a great bump. That's a great bump by Vince.
It's like straight to the head.
Oh my God, that was amazing. Did you see how Rock bounced up after that spine buster?
It was one move.
Yeah, he just spine busted and bounced to his feet.
It reminds me of Batista.
Yep. The crowd is going, oh, Sean, that was a great fuck, this match was awesome.
Yeah.
Did you see him he stepped like he was going to super kick him?
Yeah, and then didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He definitely did that on purpose to call back to SmackDown.
Oh, I love that Shawn was about to count him out again, but Shane pulled him out.
Yep. Wait, when did he get 5-5? Did he count him out again?
No, he
or
was
did they count
5-3.
that?
He got counted out and he just pinned him.
Oh, so it did count. Okay.
Yeah, he pinned him.
All right.
But then he was going to pin him again.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Because I was just about to say, like, oh, I wonder why he doesn't pin him again. Oh, that's why.
This is the only downfall of this match is how they botched the timing at the end. They have to pull the clock down and they still give the fall to Triple H, which the thing is, they could have just left it tied and just said he retains because he tied.
Yeah.
You know, Rock didn't beat him.
Yeah.
There we go.
The crowd doesn't know how to react yet.
Right. And the clock is all fucked up. It goes up, it goes off.
Yeah. But you know what? They're doing a good job. I don't know if they've edited it, but they're not showing it anymore. So
yeah, I wonder if they took it off this. But it may come back on at the end. Let's see.
I'm pretty sure they edited how the Undertaker comes out too. He looks so fucking cool here. Like, I mean, I know
the crowd is fucking going nuts.
This is almost his worst look as the American Badass, but it was just so different.
It worked here. Here we go. Great big boot. Everyone's feeding for him. Shane, here we go. Oh God, I'm so excited for the Here we go. They do put the clock up. It fucks up. There we go, Vince. Do it. Do it. There it is.
Only to get punched.
Sean is what fucks it up because right here.
X-Pac chokeslam's amazing, by the way.
Because he already hit Triple H, so he should have already called for the bell anyway.
Yeah.
But Sean didn't see it.
Oh, the chokeslam on Steph. That was in the Desire videos forever.
Mm.
That choke. 8, 7, 6.
See right here, Sean. I guess he sees it, but he doesn't call for the bell. But he already hit him anyway when he first came in.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Sean's calling it now.
Yeah. He's like 2 seconds late.
No, it's already passed. Right. He should have called it. He should have called it the first time he hit him.
Yeah.
But you can retrofit and say, yeah, he saw him and he's just calling it now. But again, they could have left it tied and had the same result. Like it could have just been.
I just wish he had some pants on. And I wish but they didn't do that camera shot where he brought his balls into the frame.
Yeah. All right, let's get to our categories. I think from here it's just...
You don't want to see Finkel trying to stumble through this? Michael's this announcement on Finkel. Finkel's looking with such purpose at Sean. Is Undertaker booger red yet?
No, that's like 03. Why is Undertaker surprised? He came in and beat the shit out of Triple H.
Yeah, you did it. Why are you surprised? Rock just said, "What the fuck?"
It's a good setup though, because you set up Rock. Taker's immediately an antagonist of both these guys.
Yeah.
And Shawn. Like, is Shawn gonna be in the mix still, or what? Because he kind of.
I love how, like, whenever Sean's a ref for a Taker involved match, it doesn't go well for him.
Or it always ends with him stalking him to the back.
Yeah.
All right, let's do our categories.
Sure.
So we have match quality. I'm going to go 9.
I'm also going 9.
I don't think I have it at 5, but it's at 4.5 for me.
I have it at 4.25, but I think it's angling more towards 4.5. So that's why I'm going 9.
Significance. It's not a big title change. Triple H wins it back. But it does have Undertaker's return, and I do think there's some significance baked in to it being an Iron Man in a different way. Yeah. These guys proved a lot of people wrong that they could go out and wrestle for an hour and make it compelling. Yeah. So I think that's an important piece of this.
Yeah, I'm going to go 5. I agree with that.
Yeah. Okay.
I wish that it had informed more Iron Man matches than it did.
Right.
But I think 5 is fair.
Moment, I'm going 9. It's got the Taker is like a super memorable moment. Vince and the duck walk is worth like 6 points alone. Them carrying Triple H, Taker stalking Shawn, the crowd going nuts. I'm like borderline 10, but I'm going to keep myself at 9.
I'm going to go 8 because now that I'm just looking back over some of my other scores. I can't in good conscience put it above like WrestleMania 15, or I can't put it on par with Survivor Series 98. Like, it's just not for me. That's why it's an 8, but still
9.
very great.
All right, build. I don't remember terribly much. I know this is in the really thick of the McMahon Helmsley stuff where they're doing all the long promos. The life sucks and then you die, I think, is in there.
I think it's got to be less than the last one because with each progressive one, but
we do have to factor in Undertaker, which I guess could be the same as Austin, the hype, because you knew it was coming. They were doing the Judgment Day teases the entire time, plus Shawn as the ref and building the Iron Man. So we had the build as 7. I'm okay going 6, but I think it's still close.
I'm going to go 5. Aftermath.
Right. So we only get a month. It sets up the King of the Ring 6-man with Vince, Shane, and Triple H against Taker, Kane, and Rock.
Which is arguably the worst way to like end this series of them.
Yeah.
But that's for next time.
You do get Taker in the mix coming out of this.
And Kane?
Yeah. I'll go 4. Feels about the same as the last one.
Yeah, I'll go 4 also. Okay. So that gives us a total score of 64. Thankfully, no ties.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not bad. That's going to land as the 15th best.
That feels about right. I don't think it's a top 10er, but I think it should be high.
Knocking on the door of the top 10.
And we've done 56 so far. So 15 out of 56.
Yeah, so to give you context, 14 is Steve Austin, The Undertaker, and Kane from Breakdown 98. That has 65 points. This has 64. And this is 1 point ahead of 63, Bret Hart, Yokozuna from WrestleMania 10.
This should be above Breakdown. You screwed it. You should raise 2 of those categories up and put it above Breakdown. It's better than Breakdown. The only positive for Breakdown is it kicks off the march to 15.
It's the aftermath. The aftermath to break the next night. They break Vince's leg, and
I know, and the build is great. That's fine.
My favorite segment of all time, bro.
Fine. Producer Tim, do you want to throw up the top 10 and we'll read through it? If you're watching on YouTube, you can see it on screen. For those just listening, we'll read it down for you. Mm-hmm. And we're going to go ahead and start with number 10. It is Rock defeating Mankind at Survivor Series 98 with 71 points. So this one missed by 7 for the top 10. I mean, that's not far off.
No. Even if I'd put it up 2, it wouldn't have made it. Number 9, Randy Savage defeating Ric Flair, WrestleMania 8, 72 points.
Number 8, Mankind over The Rock at the January 4th, 99 Raw, also at 72, but had the better moment, I believe, is our tiebreaker. Significance.
Yep. Number 7, Steve Austin defeating The Rock, WrestleMania 15, 73.
At 75 points, Andre the Giant defeating Hulk Hogan on the February 88 main event.
76, Hulkamania kicking off as Hulk Hogan destroys the Iron Sheik, January 84 MSG.
Number 4 with 78 points, Ric Flair winning the 1992 Royal Rumble.
Then we get the big jump up with 90 points, so 12 points ahead at number 4. Bret Hart defeating The Undertaker from SummerSlam 97.
Number 2 is Steve Austin over Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 14 with 93 points.
And holding strong, number 1, the most infamous match of all time, Shawn Michaels defeating Bret Hart at the 1997 Survivor Series. 94
So that's our
points.
top 10. We still got some interesting ones to come, so we'll see. We already kind of talked about what's next, so we'll be here next weekend, and we'll be talking King of the Ring 2000.
Yep.
So that'll be, like we said, Triple H and the McMahons versus Rock, Kane, and Undertaker. And then 2 weeks from today, we will be here with No Mercy 2000. So those are our next two up to come. So subscribe to everything we have to offer here. We have this YouTube channel. Subscribe it, comment, like it, love it. Podcast applications.
love
You get
to it.
audio only. We have video only. We have simulcasts. Just like it all so you don't miss any of it. And follow us on social media as well. That's it. Dookie's dropped. Talk to you next weekend.
He's got to get some pants.
He needs the pants.